Hello, everybody! Hope you're all having a lovely respective time zone out there. It is good to be back once more. Yeah. Nice to be doing something else after the craziness that was the Nuzlocke last time we streamed. But we're hopefully having a much more chill stream tonight. How do I sound in comparison to the audio just before we get started? I want to just double check that. And of course... Heyo, Crazy Star XP, lovely to see you again, audio's good, okay. And of course, as you can ever so kindly see, we're playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4 Turtles in Time. We're playing the Super Nintendo version because it's the best one. And I've also got a warning up there for because just to let people know that there are going to be some flashing images because old games of these days were rife with that stuff. There's a lot of that kind of stuff all over the place here, but hopefully it won't get too bad. Let me just size that up a little more. Yeah, I think that looks good. No more demos, we want to actually start now. So, how is everyone doing as always? Is we having a good respective time zone and all? I think without further ado, I'm just going to get on and start. It probably won't be a very long stream because it's Turtles in Time. This game is like an hour long at best. Pretty good day, can't complain. Good, lovely. Now, I know I used Raphael as like the reference for obviously our thumbnail this morning, but I mean I can't say no to Michelangelo. He's been my favorite for good ever since I was introduced to the Turtles, so heck it. There is a slight difference between each single character. Leo is the balanced character. Michelangelo hits the hardest, but his attacks take a little bit longer to come out. Donatello is the high range but slow attack speed character. And Raphael is like the opposite. He's really fast but has really bad range. So, let's get started tonight on Big Apple 3 AM. Here we go, Z's. I love this game so much. This is one of my favorite, like, comfort games when I just need something to chill out with. Let me look at the input delay. Oh yeah, I'm getting some input delay. Hold on 1 second, everyone. Hold up 1 second. What's causing that delay? Sorry about this, it'll be just a second. Something's causing like a slight bit of... That's better. Okay, we're fixed. We're fixed. We're good now. Come here, you. Come here. Get over it. There we go. There we go. Yeah, so we're just smacking foot soldiers all over the place. if you walk close enough to them, you can sometimes get it where you can slap them about, which is always fun. Nice bit of cartoon violence. There we go. And of course, pizzas are your health. In case that wasn't obvious for how it usually is in Turtles games. Pizzas are... Oh. There we go. So on the settings for this one, you can set it where you can have the dash try a button, but it doesn't seem to be working. I am playing this off of the Cowabunga collection they released for the Nintendo Switch, so that's how obviously I'm able to stream this game. Yeah. Don't intend to like speed run it, I just want to just play and mess about, have a chill night after the hecticness that was finishing the Nuzlocke a couple nights ago, because that was absolutely insane. That finale will go down as one of the finest moments we've ever had on the streams. Oh, yeah. You can also press X to perform a special attack which does a lot of damage, but it also does take up some of your health, so it's a very risk and reward attack. Oh, okay. Game, if you could be nice. Oh, yeah. And then our first boss is up. We got Baxter. Again, if anyone has anything they want to like ask or ask some questions, feel free. This is kind of... I don't have much to talk about this compared to the Nuzlocke, so just... I'm open for any sort of discussion or anything to start off. Come over, you. Let me slap you. Let me slap you with my nunchucks. Put away the green beam. Get at me. Put away your cream beam. The bosses are annoying because of the lack of sprites going this up. Sometimes. I think you can always just tell by the shadow. I've never found any of them to be like particularly annoying. Some of the, aside from later on when we fight Slash in the prehistoric level, that one's a pain in the butt. Also, now that we're actually playing, feel free to let me know how the audio sounds. I turned up the game audio a little bit, just in case. Hello, Mira! Thank you for joining us. We've only just started tonight. We're playing Turtles in Time. Hello, and Kaio as well. Hello, everyone. Hope everyone is having a lovely respective time zone. How are we all doing? We've only just really started, and well, I'm playing a rather predictable character. Hello, everyone, as always. Hope everyone is doing just fine tonight. I'm glad we can all just come together and chill over a silly game about turtles from the 90s. The sprites are gorgeous in this game. I remember, like... I still remember vividly, like, because we used to... Back when I used to go on holiday, there would... onto places like the Isle of Wight, there would always be, like, the very first, like, Ninja Turtles arcade game in a lot of, like, the arcades and such, and I was just so flabbergasted by how good it looked and how it sounded. I'm taking a break from sorting out my hotel for May. Ooh, working on commissions as well. I'm guessing you're sorting stuff out for MCM. I do hope I get the chance. I hope I get the chance to go to MCM this year. It was really nice getting to meet everyone last year. Oh, oopsie. Oh. Mikey, if we could stop falling in the cave. You need to do something for Mario Day. Oh, I wish you luck with that. I've got a piece cooking for Mario Day, so hopefully people like it when it sees. And then we got these robots. These robots are some of the most annoying enemies in the game because they're really fast and... But let's see again. I hope so, Kai. We had such a lovely time meeting at MCM last year. Also, once again, feel free to let me know how the audio sounds, because I did buff up the game audio just a smidge to hopefully make it a bit more audio, because I was rewatching a lot of me VODs, and the game audio always sounded a bit quiet in comparison to everything else. But hopefully all sounds good. To be fair, I think most of my streams sound a bit quiet because of how my microphone is. I need to get that sorted at some point, either that would just pump up my audio at some point. can't be dying at level 2. Slap on. And of course you can find the bomb pizzas, and they give you this crazy spin attack, which is how it is also in Shredder's Revenge. It's nice. Oh, that's a game I gotta stream at some point. I gotta play Shredder's Revenge again. I've played that game so many times. That's another one of like... I realize a lot of my favorite comfort games are just like arcadey beat-em-ups, like there's Turtles, Streets of Rage. Those kind of games are just fun to like slap on for like an hour and just chill. Just playing something really simple and it still manages to offer a lot of fun. Now we're up against our second boss in Metalhead. We are cooking this. Slap. Booyah. And go boom, please. Heck yeah. And now for the best song in the entire freaking game, Sewer Surfin'. Hit it, boys. This one's just a quick little bonus stage where you ride on skateboards. Whoops. Mikey's a bit bad for this stage because his attacks are a bit of a wind-up compared to everyone else's, as you can rather blatantly see. It's a pacifist run. We're doing a pacifist run. Yeah, this is where this song is from. I think it's also in the arcade version, but the SNES version is just the better one. Now, we are not doing very good at hitting these enemies. And we got dodge these landmines. And of course, watch out for the tootsies. I've heard this in so many music, I never know where this music came from. Yep, that happens a lot. That happened with me with a bunch of Undertale's music. And that Earthbound song that's like... That's from Earthbound, I didn't know that until I started playing it ages ago. I love the little bits of voice acting. Yeah, because this was originally an arcade game, so they had to like... I kind of prefer how harder the music sounds in the arcade version, and I prefer the SNES. It might just be because I heard the SNES version first. Yeah, the little bits of voice acting are really cute. It's one of the things I really remember from this game when I was first like seeing it. And our next boss we have the Rat King, and we've got to fight his giant. Ah, my toes! My tootsie snow. There you know, the Rat King. He's from the old cartoon. I don't remember him having this, but yeah, you make do with what you got. Oh yeah, and he's done. Back into obscurity with the Rat King. There we go. Okay, that's more centered. Okay. Alright. I chose to play the SNES version for a number of other reasons. This is one of the... They add a couple of extra levels to the game in order to sort of beef up the playtime. This being one of them, I do believe. It's this, and I think they have a different version of the second, like, hoverboard level. Oh. And every 200 kills you get an extra life as well, which is always nice. One of the quality of life improvements I really like about the Cowabunga collection is you can set it to have 10 lives from the start, which makes getting through some of these games a lot easier. Thank goodness for all these quality of life giving legacy collections. Honestly, that's been a lot of the reason I've been able to play a lot of these old games, because I am terrible at a lot of old video games. Mirror's Note, I've watched maybe 1 or 2 episodes of TMNT in my life. I mostly grew up with the 2003 series a lot, the one that was dubbed by 4Kids and everything, but I did have a couple of VHSs of the old 80's cartoon. I think that's really my only 2 major exposures to Turtles. I have watched a fair bit of... I watched that movie they put out in 2007 a bunch, and that's one of my favorite animated films, honestly. I love that movie. And I've seen a fair bit of Rise and everything. I really like that as like a wholly different take on the Turtles verse. Has a lot of unique elements to it that I really like. Which is weird from how controversial it was when it was first announced. I used to see ends of 2003 episodes when they were on before Sonic X. Ah, yes, that happened a lot as well. The 2003 series is so good. I wish they would do a legacy collection of all those games, because those are the... I played a lot more of those games growing up. Oops. I did not know you could get hit by that. Yeah, there was free 3D beat 'em ups on the GameCube and whatnot. There was like Ninja Turtles, Battle Nexus, and Mutant. I forget what the last one's called. I think it's called like Mutant Melee. This Jelix even still says no. It got turned into Disney XD, and then all of like Disney's channels got dissolved and everything. Can this guy stop, please? You're being awfully rude. And then we beat them and turned them into dogs. And time for mandatory beat 'em up elevator sequence. The 87 Colors was around when I was a kid, but didn't have an impact on me quite like the 90s movie. I've actually never seen like the old live-action movies. That might be something on my bucket list to do at some point, though I hear the third one is terrible. I heard if you want like the best experience, you watch the first and the second one, and the third one is just, you can skip it. I don't realize that my television experience to skip is very little. Honestly, same. I'm only just now catching up on a lot of the cartoons I missed as a kid, specifically like the Disney ones. Like I only watched Gravity Falls like for the first time a couple years back, and that's now one of my favorite animated shows. For the longest time I thought American shows just weren't available on UK. I mean, nowadays you wouldn't be wrong, because they never seem to come out in the bloomin' UK, and we've got to pirate them half the time. We've got to pirate half the new stuff at this point, because nowhere puts them out. And even in the case of streaming services, it takes like months to come out as well, compared to the US. Do you think you can trick me by coming from the ooze? No, sir. You will stop blocking, please. I would like to hit you with my nunchucks. There. Get hit. Get hit, idiot. Please get hit. Please get hit. Thank you. There we go. And now for this boss. I always remember this one being a pain. This one is like you have to throw the enemies into him, and the... Oh, yeah, watch out for the flashing lights warning as well, everyone. Just double check. Wait a second, beat 'em up. 4 color-coded characters with unique abilities. Element just beat 'em up when? Oh, that would be... I'd love to make that. I'd love to make... That's one of the main games I would love to do if I ever got the chance to make Elementus into a video game. It's either like a Sonic-style platformer or an arcade beat 'em up, because those are the games I grew up with the most as kids, and they'd be the most fun to try and make for myself. Come on. Let me throw you at him, please. Oh yeah. First I need to learn how to actually make games. One day. It would be nice. I'd love to learn at some point. I've already got my foot in the door of doing sprite work and everything. As far as I see it, just the next step, I guess. Come on. Give me one of your faces to throw at him. Come on. Come on, please. I wish there was like a reliable way to actually get them in this game. In Shredder's Revenge, it's just as easy as like walking up to them. Jesus, I'm losing a lot of lives on this. There we go, please be dead. Yes! There we go. There we go. My patience is wearing thin. I'll banish you to a time warp from which you will never return. Tried making a beat 'em up like 10 years ago and got as far as making them walk and I lost interest and dropped it. Sadly, that is the case of a lot of passion projects I've had in the past. You have that motivation early on and then it just plummets out of nowhere. Oh, Kingdom Hearts is another one I'd love to try and make a game like, because Kingdom Hearts is another one that's a big inspiration for Elementus. And so, the main actual gimmick of the game is now here. We are now traveling through time to hopefully get back the statue of Lurby. Oh. For some reason my dash isn't working, I don't know why. I want to do more sprite stuff, I want to make more Ring Racers custom cars. I need to get back into it as well. I had a weirdly big phase on doing custom sprite stuff in A-Sprite like last year where I made sprites for like 6 of my OCs, and then I just like, I don't know, somewhere after that the motivation for just like left, and I don't know why, because I was enjoying learning the program. I think it was just like taking it any further than that was intimidating at first, which is how it usually is. Like, I'll start a hobby and then get intimidated by learning further and then just give up on it. Which is honestly probably another reason why I haven't done much animating outside of the proof of concept, because I don't really know where else I would go with it. And trying to divert time... Can you die, please? Trying to divert time from the proof of concept to learning new things and trying something else has been very daunting. I kind of just suck at anime. Hey, you know what, dude? So do I. There we go. Did you die? Oop. Slap. I don't know if you can hear my button mashing. Oh, that was fair. Now we've got rock soldiers who take a bit more of a beating and also like to shoulder tackle you. Cool. As always, everything explodes upon contact. I don't know why the rock soldiers explode. I mean, the foot soldiers explode because they're robots meant to be like ninjas and whatnot. But the rock soldiers are just like rock guys, unless they've got like some kind of like nuclear core inside of the rock that's just like, I must detonate now. Aha, you fools. Haha! Get pizza powered, numbskull. We do like it when everything explodes for no reason. It is rather lovely. Sprites in this game are so good. Thanks for that, guys. Appreciate it. Doing the work for me. Oh shit. Good dang. I always liked the way the sprites looked when they get flattened. They're very goofy expressions. Yeah. Nope, okay, I need the pizza now. There we go. Oh, Mount Shredderus. No, Mount Shredmore. That's what I was going for. Wrong mountain. I got the wrong mountain. Actually, that sounds like a woman's skate park. Mount Shredmore. Oh god, this boss. Slash is so annoying in this game. Because he counters every single time you attack, and you gotta get him from behind. And he doesn't like to play nice about letting us get behind him. He also has really small amount of time to hit him. Yeah, this one's a pain. Granted, I think there's only like 2 bosses in this game I would say are a pain. It's this and the final one. It's all of the same reasons. I was like, okay, can I get up, buddy, please? Wait. And then he learns how to spin dash after a couple hits. Come on. Play nice, you dang reject. I'm already down to my last life on this continue. Damn it. Oh, come on, that's cheat. Oh yeah, it does. It is the Bloomin'. Hopefully I'm not too far away. Oh, I gotta restart the level. Dang, I gotta restart the whole level. We have the thing that's gonna make this play for a bit meatier at least. That's nice. If we end up taking too long or we end up running out of continues, I might just use the level select that this game has, well, the collection has, in order to just get for the rest of the game. At least we're getting a decent sized stream out of things. Not really much to talk about tonight, so if anyone has questions or anything they want to just throw around, feel free. I'd kind of hoped this was going to be a nice, chill, short night, but I guess Slash had other ideas, so feel free to just ask stuff. Oh, cheap shot. Oh, man. I don't know, where do you think you're going, buddy? Get back here. Hopefully Slash doesn't fuck us over like he did this time. More running over. Yeah, that guy ran over his own teammate. What a loser. He's a time?
Pizza time.
10 out of 10 flattened the sprite right there. Yeah, it's funny. Again, amount shred more. At least these levels aren't typically too very long. I guess that's one of the joys of a beat 'em up, like the levels aren't too long, so getting back to where you died isn't too much of a hassle. Like, come on, get slapped. Get slapped with wooden sticks. Watch out. Alright. Round 2, you bloomin' faker. Is there any games you're particularly looking forward to this year? Maybe some to stream? Oh, Mario Kart. That's really about all that's coming to my mind at the minute. And I guess Xenoblade X, but I don't think I'll be streaming that one. That's a me time game. Reminds you of Incredibles and the GB. I mean, that's also a beat 'em up, right? So I guess it makes sense. That was the only licensed game I really played in my childhood. Ah, interesting. I only played the console version of that game, and that game was really fun. I haven't played it in years, though. Oh, now he's spin dashing. Come on, you got it now. I'm trying to think what else is coming out this year. I guess Metroid Prime, but again, that's another... I think that's probably going to be another me-time game, because I've still got to finish 2 and 3 before I even think about playing 4, I think. Ha! Got him! Nice. So, a quick concept, this book series got... Oh, yes, I'm familiar with Alex Riley, yeah. There was like a movie a while back, and I read some of the books while I was in middle school. Yeah. I remember that series. Alright, finally done with Slash. And now... we fly through space. Into the time of pirates.
Skull and Crossbones.
Skull and Crossbones. It's amazing they were able to get like these audio samples surprisingly clear on the Super Nintendo of all things. Oops. This level also has the gimmicks of like if you see those little broken planks over there, if you can accidentally flip them up on your face and slap your nose, which is always funny. It's like 2 adaptations of the voice. Yeah, there was I remember the live action movie. That's the only one I remember though, which was ungood. Yeah, definitely seemed like very typical kids book adaptation that kind of just was there to gain use of the popularity of the book and not much have much of the source material in it. And there was a Prime series? I don't remember that. Interesting. I'm saying that was definitely better. I may have to give it a look then. I remember those books. Skull and Crossbones. This is my favorite level in the game, I think. I always love like pirate aesthetics in video games. It always makes for such a fun level. Ah, my face! I probably used that a bit too early. And you got these foot soldiers who just come on, shoot out a bow and arrow, and it's like, well, that's my job done. I did it, boss. I shot the arrow. Yeah, adaptations are usually a bit hit and miss. Because they either suck or if they don't suck, then they mean to see what little popularity the original book had. Yeah, ow, 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 ow. They're playing frisbees. Help! Oh, jeez! I couldn't even get to the pizza! Ow! Ow! Stop! Jeez! Ow! Jesus! Jesus! Knock it off! Jesus! Ow. You're supposed to be able to, like, if you time it correctly, you can deflect projectiles, but doesn't seem to be very good at deflecting them. Jiminy. Put pinball sound effects on it. Jeez. And then they give the rock soldiers guns. That's a thing I've always liked about these games, is they always have, like, for how limited you would think the rosters of, like, Turtles games are in terms of enemies, they have a surprising amount of variety in what they offer here. And here's here's another thing that's unique about the Super Nintendo version. In the arcade version, this is where you fight Toker and Razar, who we fought in the Technodrome level. In the SNES version, it's Bebop and Rocksteady, who are for some reason missing from the arcade version, which I always found to be weird. Ow. Man, I'm getting my butt kicked tonight. Jiminy. I gotta step it up. Or just let them kill each other, that works too. Hell yeah. Cowabunga, I guess. Thanks, guys. Woo! Yep. Thanks for that. Honestly, after that nightmare of a level, I'm glad for that. Did I accidentally set this to hard or something, maybe? Oh, this is another really good level. This one's really good. The whole this one's cool because you get to be on a train. And it also has another banger of a song. Also, we have, like, no lives left. I'm only going up against another boss that I think is kind of a pain in the butt, Leatherhead soon. Yeah, I loved licensed games as a kid. They were always these, like, charming little, like, it's like a time capsule of the stuff that was popular at the time, or lets you look back on those times that you grew up seeing all these, like, these movies and TV shows being advertised, and then playing video games based off of them. That was always a fun experience that I remember fondly. I played so many as a kid. I think the first licensed game I ever played was a Scooby-Doo game on the N64 that was kind of like Resident Evil. And that was like one of the first games I ever played. I miss licensed games, to be honest. They're sort of a dead art form. You still kind of get them, but it's mostly relegated to... They're mostly relegated to, like, either massive blockbusters like with the PS4 Spidey games, or it's like an indie dev. It's kind of a fun, like, peek through the curtain at what it was like back in those days. Like, you had games like the frickin' Battle for Bikini Bottom and the SpongeBob SquarePants movie game. Yeah. That I both simultaneously miss them, and I know why they don't happen anymore and why they shouldn't happen anymore. Yeah, you know, because they were often, like, crunched to high heaven and back. I was trying to think of the sentence, and then my brain decided to just, like, stop mid-sentence. I started noticing that about myself a lot more since I started streaming, where it's, like, recorded, where I start a sentence, and then midway through I rewrite the sentence in my brain, and then just... Okay, this is the sentence we're saying now. Ooh, nice. But yeah, that was some real heavy hitters of, like, the mid-2. For all, I also kind of miss that, like, Russian roulette of you never know what you're gonna get. You could either get something that's surprisingly good, or something that's downright terrible. Like, for every, like, Catwoman on PS2, there was frickin' Battle for Bikini Bottom, or Fairly Apparent Shadow Showdown, or Scooby-Doo Unmasked, just to name a few. That's a game I'd love to try and stream at some point, but I don't really have a way of streaming it at the minute. The SpongeBob Maybe game was actually like really good. It was so good. I've only played a little bit of Shadow Showdown when I was testing out emulators and stuff, but it's cool from the little bit I've seen of it. I think that's a game I was more introduced to from Snapcube, because they did a playthrough of it at some point. Oh. Anyway, next boss, Leatherhead. The licensed games I played the most as a kid were the Scooby-Doo ones, like Night of 100 Frights on the GameCube, which is sort of like a Metroidvania Scooby-Doo game, which I thought was really cool. I'm noticing a lot of my childhood games were Scooby-Doo games. I should stream one at some point if I can get emulators working again. Yeah, Tenny's playthrough of the Fairly Odd Parents games was really fun. I especially remember the breakdown she had playing Breaking the Rules. The community beats of it, yeah. I vaguely remember Dexter's Lab GB game and an Nitty game on the game. I've played a little bit of that. I played it around a friend's house during a sleepover. It's the Misadventures, I think it is. That's another game I'd love to go back to when I figure out how to get emulation working again. Alright, next level.
Neon Knight Rider.
2020. Oh. How do we tell them, guys? Oh. Oh. Man, the 90s had a much bigger vision of what was going to happen in the 2020s. You guys were thinking we were going to have flying cars and everything, meanwhile society regressed. Is the best way I can put it. Oh yeah, it is F-Zero. I'm willing to bet this stage is like this in this game because of F-Zero. Because I think in the arcade version it's just like a side-by-side. It's like the rest of the stage, it's just side-by-side, but in the SNES version it's this cool like front view. It's cool, I love this. This stage is fun. Yeah, it's just straight up F-Zero. It's cool as heck though. They wanted to do mode 7 goodness. Yeah, this is cool. I really like this. Also, we're probably gonna have a lot of time. Might as well play the arcade version as well, just so that we can like see the comparisons. That actually might be fun. So let's go for that. Yeah. And I'll play as someone else for the arcade version, maybe. It's kind of funny how yeah. In an alternate future where humanity had different priorities. Well, I can only hope they were better than us. Oh my goodness, what's that in the sky? It's a bird. It's a plane. Or maybe... Oh god, it's a dude in a Speedo! Thanks the wrath of Super Frag. He's got rocket kicks. And nipple missiles. Oh. Ow. He just clapped me. And he's hucking loogies at me. That can't be good for your stomach. Booyah. You're going to play! I apologize in advance for the had to hit my crown. That's what he was sounding like. He always sounded like, shred. Alright. Somehow an easy. Well, that's not saying much. Slash is easily the hardest one aside from the final one. I thought I was going to struggle more with Leatherhead, but he kind of went down like a chump.
Starbase, where no turtle has gone before.
Well, here's hoping this one's a bit more accurate to how it ends up being. Not like any of us will see it. Alrighty, let's go. No, I don't think I've seen those OCs of yours, Mirror. You might have to put those in our Discord at some point. I'd love to see them. Oh no, he's got the Roombas after us. They got that right at least. The Roomba defense turrets. This is another sleep with good music. Man, this game just has such fucking good music. Yeah, this is already on the penultimate level and we've only been streaming for like half an hour. Oh dear. I think we may have to play the arcade version as well. That'd actually be fun, just to see all the differences between the two versions. Could even do run for the... I plan to do the arcade version with a different turbo. I think we'd probably get bored of me playing this game 4 times in a row in the same stream. Either that or if this is the collection, we could do the original arcade game as well. That'd be fun. Wait, I have no health. I don't think the game's realized that we have to... Oh no, not you again! No! Uh-oh, uh-oh. This is dangerous. These are dangerous enemies when you're on your last life. Oh, no. Pizza! Run away from it. Yes! Extra life! Come at me, bro. Snap one. Ah, they came at me. Oh, okay, bye guys. Okay, bye. You got the funny number. You got the funny number of kills, guys. You did 420. Ah, I missed it. Oh, that's what hit us with the electrocution. It's the laser. Oh, damn. Alright. Last life on this continue. Gotta make it count so we're not replaying this over again. Done. Let's go somehow find a way to get 160 kills. Too bad the Konami code doesn't give you 99 lives. Yeah. The closest you get is like an enhancement that gives you 10. Sadly. Alright. Really taking that pizza as well. Hello, Sior Kachu! Thank you for joining us. We're kind of almost done with our first run. With our run tonight. Hey Siori, lovely to have you. Hope you're having a lovely respective time zone. Alright. There's that done. Again, I apologize. It's a fun voice to do. It's fun to just like put put like a verbal wiggle in your voice, it's fun. And he attacks us with bubbles. I think after a while he starts to shoot enemies at us. There we are, there are the enemies. If you're watching a NASCAR race with some people and a VC would got boring. Ah, that's a shame. I'm glad you could join us for a little bit. We're almost done here, I think, even though we've only been streaming for like 40 minutes. No, ah, dang it. Let's continue. We're starting that level again.
Starbase, where no turtle has gone before.
I was just thinking that after I finished with the SNES version, I'll do a run of the arcade version as well, just to see the differences. I don't remember you. Where did you come from? I don't know if my microphone is picking up my furious button mashing. I hope it is. That's funny. Die and be punched. Oh yeah. Also, the strength on them to just like lift those guys up like that is crazy. There's also like a bunch of different attacks you can do with when you jump and hit the attack button, but I can never get like a consistent how you're able to perform each different one. It always just feels like random. Actually, maybe. Okay, so that one you do by holding down the jump button as you're... You do that one by holding down the jump button as you're attacking. Oh, I guess not. I guess not, but it's also the most reliable method I have. Oh, it's as you're falling, I think, yeah. There we go. Well, we solved the mystery, folks. Was there much of a mystery to begin with? Probably not. That's how I figured it out. Oh no, not you. Die immediately, please. We're not getting stuck by frisbee fools. Again. Ow, ow. Come over here. Get over here. Flatten. Balls. Oh, hit that guy. Okay. Screen so I can slap you. God. Did I not do any damage? Whoa. Oh, my toes, my toes. I got a boo-boo on my tootsies and died. I think we've got one more continue left, so hopefully the final boss doesn't completely wreck us. cooking through this. I also think that doing the slapping them down on the ground move has like invincibility frames, which makes it really good for getting through those sections where you're in like those stage hazards. Pizza time. Go away, boss, we don't want to. Well, procedure, you know what to do, just ignore it. I can't deal with it in my current status. Should really see getting some mods on these streams at some point. I mean, you have a fair few who are common enough streams that I could give that permission to. In the bubble again. Dang, one left, come on. This one's one of those cases where I get like, yeah, it is a bit hard to gauge where the enemy is in comparison to you, because it always feels like you can just about hit him where he is, but he's also just like floating above you slightly. Roombas. Oh, and now he has a ground pound move as well. I think that's all he does now, he just does the ground pound. Ooh, the long shot with the bomb in there. Amelia Watson ground pound, yeah. Don't be a damn Roomba. Those enemies are so much more annoying to deal with in Shredder's Revenge, because you've got to flip them up before you can actually deal damage to them. Get over here already. There we go. Suck it, Krang. There we go. Now onwards to the final boss. Yep, final boss, and we've only been streaming for about an hour. Into the Technodrome again.
Technodrome, the final shell shock.
Now for the most annoying boss in the game. We have to fight Shredder. Or rather, I think it's Super Shredder, the difficulty I'm playing. Yeah, it's Super Shredder. This boss sucks. Because you can only hit him after he's like in the middle point of when he's done his attack and everything. Yeah, he's got a lot of health. And also, that green attack he does, that's an insta-kill. That green attack is an instant kill. Where he turns you back into like a regular turtle and then you die. Shredder ain't buggering around. Oh. Thankfully, it's a fairly easy attack to avoid. He just throws like a Hadouken. Oh. So what's the most annoying is the fire, because sometimes even when you're not on it, he'll hit you with it. Oh, dang it. Oh, we're already going down to half health. That's gonna be some... The best is the blue one, where he just, like, throws ice. Because that one's the easiest to, like, get behind him and deal some damage. Whoa. Thanks, hey, thanks, Shred. Yeah, blue's just an anti-air attack, which is like the easiest strategy, like getting a hit in, but he's done! And we did it! We beat Turtles in time! Very impressive for such young students. But the final test of your training lies ahead. Yeah, the old Konami arcade, you gotta beat it in hard mode to get the true ending. Yeah, no thanks, I'm good. I'm happy just playing this game regularly. He's gonna point at me, because I beat him on normal. Well, that is Turtles in Time, Dunzo. I knew it was gonna be like a one-stream game, so I thought it would just be a fun one to have as like a quickie before we get on to other games. But, you know, we've proven we can beat this game in an hour, so let's try out the arcade version. I think that'd be a fun way to end off things here, just to see all the differences and whatnot. Switch between the American and arcade version. And we also have a bunch of different settings on here as well, so we can change the amount of lives we have to start, difficulty. Yeah, we can do medium again. Button dash. God mode. Just immune most damage and be able to defeat enemies. No thanks. Alright. Yep. Let's do the arcade version as well. Alright, folks. Pick our turtle. Who are we playing as? We've got Leo, who's the balanced one, Donnie, who's the slower but more ranged fighter, and Raphael, who's the faster, less ranged character. I think we'll just end off with the getting as far in the arcade version as we can tonight. What are we saying, folks? Who's our turtle gonna be? I just went Mikey. I'm taking Mikey out because we just played as Mikey. I know it's fitting because my name is Michael, but also I would like to try to see another turtle tonight. Okay, Leo. I'm not hearing anyone else. Leo sounds fine to me. I'd be inclined to say Leo. Oh yeah, of course, blue character. What am I thinking? You heard them, folks. Winners don't use drugs. And we get this opening now as well instead.
Pizza power!
These old arcade openings, these are always cool. And of course the text at the beginning is different as well. It's true, me when the main character is blue, yep.
Let's get shell!
Let's see how many lives we can get.
Let's get
Yeah. I think we'll be good, but just in case. Let's go all the way to 999.
Let's get shell!
There we go. Yep.
This is April on the
Oh, this one has more voice acting. Yeah. Oh no.
Hey, Krang! Bring that statue back, you bloated beanbag!
Yeah, so the first thing different here is this game has a lot more voice acting. And also the animations are a fair bit smoother as well. Oh yeah, the animations are smoother as well, that's cool. Ooh, there's a lot more animations to it actually. I think this was an earlier version compared to when the SNES version. The SNES version came later, and that's probably why it got that extra bit of content. The animation is a slam, dang.
Pizza time!
Oh, there's also like an animation to it for pizza time. Right, element. On the topic of what Mirror's bringing up of like how the Elemental characters all have like sort of a similar, like one color to represent them. I always represented Amber with red because, of course, she has fire abilities and whatnot. Yeah, Jalon's blue, Amber's red, Coral is green, and Topal is yellow, typically. Oh, that's great. I can't even see his laser. I just got hit by nothing on my screen. There it is. I am streaming in 60, so some reason the lasers decided just not to pop up. I tend to default on Amber with her mostly because... Oh, you're talking about Euroseas again, sorry. I only read like half the conversation. And the Hyperstone Heist was a compromise because the Genesis couldn't handle Turtles in Time, which is fine. Turtles in Time is a fun game as well. I don't play it nearly to the same degree as I do the SNES version, but it's a fun enough game. Oh yeah, also another change, you don't see their boss health as well. Get slapped. Hyperstone I actually played for the first time on this collection, which is really fun. I love the Genesis twang on the soundtrack, which I know is like a fairly unpopular opinion. I like me some Genesis twang. I am a weird Genesis twang enjoyer, and I wear that badge with pride.
Leg kick shell! Leg kick shell!
Genesis chip is capable in the best hands. Yeah, obviously that's how we got like the Sonic 3 music soundtrack as well. That's one of the best soundtracks in the series. And you know what? Sometimes the twang is fun. I like it in Streets of Rage 2. That's true. Streets of Rage 2 is very, very Genesis twangy, and that's a fantastic soundtrack.
Cowabunga! Alley Cat Blues.
I mean, the clips on this are a lot clearer as well.
Cool off, sucker!
Am I going to get sick of Let's Kick Shell? Depends how many times we die. Which I don't see happening many times because we have 999 lives. Boom back, boom back, boom back. No, not just because I heard it so much in the coins section, yeah. I did kind of spam it just to like, for the heck of it. Just to make sure we can do this tonight as well.
Pizza time!
I think it was also the version that they ended up remaking for that Turtles in Time reshelled remake they had on like the Xbox and PS3. I remember having that game actually. It was my first. That was the first way I played this game. Not the best version I've ever played. A lot of. It was nice to hear the 4Kids cast again though, because it has that one instead of the old voice actors from the old 80's show. These robots are new, they're funny looking. With the Namco arcade machines, is that like one of the those like old plug-and-play things that used to be all over the place? Or is that like a proper arcade machine? I've heard of Pac-Mania. Pac-Mania is an interesting case. I can't say I've really played much Pac-Man in my life. My most exposure to Pac-Man was the remake of Pac-Man World on the Switch, which is such a freaking good game. That's another one I want to stream at some point, because that game is so fun. I don't know, maybe we'll do a Pac-Man stream. Fun mirror facts, he freaking sucks at Pac-Man. You know what, buddy? Same. You are among friends. You've never played this. Yeah, it's this is certainly a game. I mean, it's basically just we're playing the same game again, but
Pizza time.
this is the beginning of it again. There were some
I'm
slight
going to
differences.
mangle you green
Ow!
slime balls.
Cheap shot, buddy. Get. Alright, that's it, buddy. You're getting the 1-2. Ow. Kindly. That's off. Ow. Dang, wheels flying all over the bloody place.
Shell.
Yeah, I've never played much of like classic arcade games. The only classic ones I think I've really played are the original Pac-Man, which I'm terrible at, and the original Pokemon, which I'm also terrible at. And of course, anything Turtles is typically what I've played a lot of. Gallagher always seemed like you get my niche though.
Cowabunga. Sewer
Because I
circuit.
kind of like those like old school shoot 'em ups. And we can hear this music again, yay! This one's an actual level in this game compared to the SNES one where it's like a bonus level. So you actually get to hit enemies this time. And it's got the pizza monsters in it again from that one episode of the show. That was one of the episodes I remember having on VHS. It's a really good episode. It was that, and I think it was like this long like prequel episode that had like a bunch of the first couple episodes stitched together as like a montage, because I guess in the first couple episodes never made it out here in the UK because they showed Michelangelo actually doing stuff with the nunchucks. Because fun fact for those of you that aren't UK viewers, back in the old show days, it was known as the Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, because the UK had a massive problem with ninjas, and why they didn't really show like shurikens or Mikey's nunchucks. And that's probably what prompted a lot of the overuse of the old cartoons using their environment a lot more in fighting.
Shell.
Yeah, it's weird. And the first couple episodes are all just kind of like mashed together into one, like, long super episode of sorts. That was the one I remember watching the most on VHS. Yeah. The start of everything, really. And then there was a couple more that had, like, the return of the Technic... Yeah, Nunchuck? No. Katana? Yeah. Well, also that was, like...
My toes. My toes.
That was also when like the show started being like, oh, rather than actually hitting the enemies with the nunchucks, they use the environment to take them out, sort of thing. That was a surprising amount of like the old show. Like rather than hit them with the katana, they'd like use it to like slice a lamppost open and then slap them with it or something. Yeah, the main focus just seems to be on the nunchucks from what I can tell from what I've heard of it. Man, these pizza monsters do not play nice. There's so many of them, Jesus! I don't think I hit a single dang one of them. Ah! More! There we go. Button mash. Button mash to victory.
Shell.
Oh yeah. And then this happens again, and we go get the technical level. Oh, ow, flashing lights. Oh dear. Okay, the transition is also different as well.
Prehistoric Turtlesaurus.
I do hope my furious button mashing is coming up in like the audio. Because basically that's just how I've been playing this. I mean, there's not really any other way to play these kinds of games. You just like button mash till Kingdom Come and hopefully everything gets killed. Yeah. That might also be why I find these games just more incredibly comforting, because it's very simple. Just like you have enemies to hit them, and you get to win. It is nice hearing like the arcade versions of this soundtrack for most of the first time. I've heard the first couple tracks and honestly, ooh, actual lighting effects in this area. That's cool. Can you tell I haven't fully beaten the bloomin'...
Pizza power!
I've never fully beaten the arcade version. It's always been the SNES version for me, because I just prefer the extra levels and content. Ow! That was rude. You're getting a walloping like it's oh yeah. Oh, they got hammers! They're stealing quarter shtick. Can't be having that. Oh, and the bow guys don't run away when after they've shot their shot. They kind of like, oh, we actually have to fight. Oh, the dinosaurs get all scared when you hit them. Oh no!
Red King Shell!
Oh, I could have gone for the hard mode in this one because they have like infinite lives, whereas you don't really have that in the SNES version. Though I feel like that would have been a lot of the game just being like unleashing hell upon us and beating the crap out of me. So whatever just gets us through this game as quickly as possible. The dinosaur really said, "Oh,
Pizza time!
there's Mountain Shredmore again," and then
Man, I just had a shower!
and the first major change is instead of Slash, we fight Cement Man, who is way easier in this game. Way easier compared to Slash. He sort of has the same kind of attack pattern as Leatherhead, though.
Man, I just had a shower!
He'll just kind of attack and move to the other side of the map and then attack from the other side. So this fight, like, absolute cake compared to Slash. That's probably why they added Slash in the SNES version, just so there was an actual boss
Man,
fight
I
in that
just
game,
had a shower!
rather than whatever this is.
Man, I just had a shower!
There he goes. Leo really needs a shower, apparently.
Cowabunga! Skull and crossbones!
Dang, we really are just gonna beat two versions of this game in the same night, aren't we? Yeah, good plan. Go shout. But first we're gonna complete these ding-dang levels. Come on, Leo. If Mikey can do it, so can you.
Forgot the sun cream. Duh, my nose.
Oh, let's keep this more audio now.
Forgot the sun cream.
There's a lot of audio lines in this compared to the to the SNES version. Oh, you bet. And a lot of sucker punch moments too, but I guess that's what these arcade versions were made for. They were meant to like completely drain you of your money. Whereas they kind of lay off on it because on the SNES version, because obviously you're playing that in a home environment. You've already paid for the game compared to chucking a quid in it every single time you die. Ooh, the arcade version, this looks really nice. Actually. The arcade version of the sounds really nice. I will say, SNES version definitely has the better sound
I
effects.
feel seasick.
Definitely has the more punchy sound effects. Okay, that's what I get for insulting the arcade.
My nose.
Okay, that's what I get for insulting the arcade version. I'm sorry. I think apparently just the enemies are immune to hitting the planks.
Pizza power.
Ooh! Oh no, the yo-yo men are back.
Ooh, I feel seasick.
Speaking of the arcade, I go to close every other month free play. Oh, I love those kinds of places. We had one that was fairly local to us a while back before I moved. And I would just go there sometimes and just play a bunch of games because they had like a full-on like TMNT arcade setup. They
I
had
feel seasick.
the Simpsons arcade game, Time Crisis. I think they recently got Point Blank, which is something I really want to go and play next time I'm there. Next time I feel
My
like going there.
nose.
It's a bit further away now,
My
but
nose.
it's always nice to
Forgot
have some
the sun
places like
cream.
that. Just to experience how the gamers of
My
old used
nose.
to be. Point Blank, it's like, I don't even know what it is. I think it's just like a mini game. It's like if WarioWare was a light gun game, as far as I know. That's the vibe I always got from it. It's like that. And also
Pizza
Time
time.
Crisis, which is one of my favorites of the old arcades. That was always the one I remember seeing a lot whenever I would go on holiday and the place had like an arcade. It was that and House of the... Oh, that was a lot of flashing. That was a lot of flashing. Can we like tone it down, guys? Jesus. I do like that they gave it like this stormy weather aesthetic, but shit, that's really... Especially like in the middle of a boss fight when you're trying to focus on not dying. Yeah, look, if you're sensitive to all the flashing images, please look away. This is oy vey. I'm not epileptic, and this just hurts to look at. What was this generation's hair? There were a lot of arcades just like loved flashing lights, and I can't understand why. Like, not even as an epileptic thing, this just hurts to look at all the time. But the SNES version has a lot of it as well. It has the intro that kind of replicates the old cartoon intro. Jeez, would you just go down so I can see, please? Just die, please. Okay, one down. We're almost out of it. Yeah, it's also that, yeah. We found better ways to do visual effects than just, like, blinding our player. There we go. I apologize for that. Jesus, that was a lot.
Bury my shell at Wounded Knee.
Let's kick shell!
Button mash. Okay, no, the SNES version of this is better. The SNES version of this song is better, I think. You were fighting in the funnels, and yeah, doesn't mean I gotta actually... I was fighting in the funnels, but man, could they have, like, toned it down a little? You could have just, like, had the background flash a little bit, you didn't need the whole screen to flash. Oh, I love these guys just have straight up iron girders as their weapon. That's funny. That's cool. Actually, let's look at it. We're alright now. I think the rest of this game is fine.
seasick.
I think another thing that, as much as I praise like the smoother animations of the arcade version, I still think the SNES version looks and sounds a little bit better because I think because of like the framey animations, the fighting has a bit more of a snap to it. Whereas this, it feels like I don't feel like I'm actually hitting the enemies compared to the SNES version. I think the sound design has something got to do with that as well, where the sound design is just like, it really lets you know you hit an enemy, just how punchy the sounds are. This one, it just sounds like I'm swatting a tissue at something. Also, the horse cry sounds like it's just been possessed. Well, I'm glad that didn't happen.
Ooh, I feel seasick.
I think it is the same case, like it's just the levels we did before, so it'll be the future after this, and then Leatherhead's actually standing there this time instead of like being on the train already. High quality voice samples and the horse is just like this is the Leatherhead. You sound like we just told Leatherhead a really funny joke. He's like, it feels like I'm barely doing anything, and like I said, with how just not punchy everything sounds in this game. And the fact he's just doing nothing. He's kind of just like standing there. Oh, and he moved. He's found a new place to go. Well, that was a boss. What the heck just happened?
Neon Night Riders.
Alright, let's see how this stage looks in comparison. Oh yeah, it's just, like I said, it's on the side compared to how in the SNES version it's like an F-Zero course. Another one for the SNES version. Sewer, yeah, it's just sewer surfing about the future! Future. Also, just everyone is flashing for some reason. Is anyone else noticing that? It's like for a split second everyone turns white. Don't know what's causing that. With this. So I don't think we actually have to jump over or anything, it just happens. Future. No. We wouldn't get like any like really interactive like skating levels like this until Shredder's Revenge. Which we absolutely have to stream at some point. Shredder's Revenge is absolutely peak. Is that saying cycle away or one way? I think it's saying one way. Ow! Go away. You're mean. Do the frisbee guys first.
Kick Shell!
And now we fight the man in his Speedo again.
Face the wrath of Super Krang.
Also, everyone just has the same voice actor for some reason. Ow. This guy is putting up a lot more of a fight than he was in the SNES version, I'll say that much at least. I'll give him that. Is he burping? It's either that or he's like a Snorlax. Just die already, please. Stop burping and die. You have a gas problem. Why do you take so many hits? Just die, please. There we go.
You're going to pay.
Cowabunga! Kick Shell!
I mean, there's no point in me adding more lives to it. I just want to do it because big number is good. I like a big number.
Starbase, where no turtle has gone before.
Alright, almost at the end of the last level. Well, last main level.
I'm trapped.
Way more annoying than you. There we go. Well, this is the back of this level actually looks way nicer in
I'm
this game.
trapped. I'm trapped.
Everyone sounds like they're doing an impression of that one guy from the old Dick Dastardly cartoon, the one that's always in like the... Yeah, they all sound like that guy that was always in like the big coat and like the aviator guy. I can't remember his name, but he always sounded like, oh dear. That might be a reference that's a bit too old for a lot of some of you. I know what I'm talking about, I swear. I hope at least one person knows what I was talking about.
Ooh, I feel seasick.
Ow, ow, Jesus. Yeah, this is definitely the coin muncher. Jesus.
Ooh, I feel seasick.
I know like a bit about wacky races. Not close. This was it was the one where they were all in like flying machines and everything. So it was like there was another one like the Hanna-Barbera cartoons where they were all in like flying machines trying to catch a pigeon and such. Had a banger theme song, but I stopped that pigeon. That's it. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Again, very old cartoon, so I'd be surprised if anyone gets the reference, but that's what that voice clip reminded me of. Yeah, he sort of became like, he almost became like another one of like the big Hanna-Barbera mascots, because he appears in like a bunch of old Hanna-Barbera cartoons. It was Wacky Races, and he was like popular enough to get like his own spin-off show. And then I think he appears in like a lot of like the crossover sort of stuff. I don't know, it's a lot of stuff I haven't really seen. Like, could you kindly cease, please? I'm asking you kindly to stop. Die. And now we're gonna do with the frisbee. Fuckers again. Is it me or does it look like they have like really thick, like angry eyebrows? at like certain angles, like in the yeah, they get like weirdly big eyebrows, the ones with the frisbees. I sound like a blooming lunatic tonight.
Now I'm too cool.
Alright, you guys know.
Now I'm too cool. Pizza time.
Well, a nice frozen pizza will save you back up. I have lemon frozen pizza for breakfast.
Now I'm too cool.
Either the breakfast of kings or the breakfast of like you're really scrimping.
Now I'm too cool.
Oh, he died from his coolness. Dang.
Now I'm too cool.
Can we please? I'm trying to hurry, Splinter. I'm currently being frozen today. I do like all the extra lighting effects they add to it. In terms of like, well, when they're not blasting my eyes open. He died from being too cool. Couldn't be made. See, like, lighting effects like this are cool. It's like when they're like just aggressive flashing. It kind of just like becomes a pain on the eyes rather than achieving some kind of like cool effect. Well, I guess that's just the limitations of the time. Frankly, now we've learned not to blind our players when playing video games. I like to hope so anyway. Okay, I couldn't even see the laser. I can't even see the laser because of the frame rate. Yeah, like he gets like angry eyebrows after you hit him.
I feel seasick. You shellheads are dead. I'm trapped.
I think he says it if he gets hit by the bubble as well. He just keeps going, I tried! I wonder who voiced the Charles, but that doesn't sound too much like the cartoon version. I think it's like the same guy voicing everything. I think that was one of like the limitations of like the old arcade games. It didn't have much, or some of this didn't have much of a budget to get like a bunch of people to voice act for these games, so they just got like a bunch of the one guy who could do a voice for the game.
Got a pin? I'm trapped.
Like one guy who was comfortable enough like saying something into a microphone for them to record and put in the game. Jesus! I'm suddenly really glad I gave myself 900 lives.
Anyone got a pin?
Well, does anyone have a pin? I mean, we are terrapins. Ah.
Anyone got a pin?
I love Krang's sprite in his little pod. He's going crazy.
I'm trapped.
Yeah, also, yeah, Leo is like
Anyone got a
fucking
pin?
katanas. Leo, when you need to spot him some cash from the card machine. Anyone got a pin?
I'm trapped.
Just die and be dead of it.
I'm trapped.
On the plus side, we're getting a lot of points from these little Roombas.
I'm trapped. Anyone got a pin?
That holds our way home. Let's
The bossing's
go.
above. I prefer the instrumentation of the SNES version, as I do. Honestly, now I think about just basically all the soundtrack.
Technodrome,
All right,
the final shell shock.
time for Shredder again. Hurry! Thank you, Splinter. Is this also Super Shredder, or do we actually get to fight Shredder as well?
My favorite.
Oh, we actually get to fight Shredder. Shredder as himself. Whoa, the Hadouken. I think that's the insta-kill move. No, not Kevin Nash this time. I don't think. At least he's not teleport spamming, yeah. And just more of attrition this time. Whack, whack, whack. Get pinned. Get terra pinned. Yeah, it's fine. He flashes. He's flashing. That shows how much health he's got left. Oh, that's the version of this move. That's the one that in this boss fight does the insta-kill. It's like because he does also have the insta-kill attack. Hey, maybe we'll actually get to see it this time. How this fight is a bit longer than the other. He's got the Hadouken. Oh, he spin kicked me. Oh, I see what he's trying to do. Yeah, just mash. Lock him in a corner and mash. Use the Hadouken to push away because that's within the range of the insta-kill. Would he? He hasn't. Could he use the insta-kill, please? I'd like to at least show it off. If you could stop spin kicking me and do the insta-kill, I'd like to show that. Or at the very least, if you're not going to do it, die. Aye. Yeah, that's the insta-kill move. The green arrows in one is the insta-kill, but the Hadouken is just... It's the reverse of what it was in, like, the Super Nintendo fight, where the Hadouken was the insta-kill move. Oh, yeah. We've almost got him. He's purple now. No, he was always purple, but now he's like a reddish purple. At least he's not slashing, blocking every single attack. I think we got him. Yay! There we go.
Cowabunga!
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
Oh, we actually
are four
get the good
reptilian
ending this
heroes
time.
who overcome the arch villain Shredder.
That kid. Also, Mikey just almost pushing Raph off of the side of the turtle blimp. I love how Splinter's just like casually chilling in the crowd, not afraid of being seen in public for a change. At least we get credits this time, yeah. That's it, we did it. We beat both versions of Turtles in Time tonight. Yeah, I definitely think the Super Nintendo version is my favorite one. Part of it might be nostalgia, part of it might also just be I think it looks and sounds a lot better. I do give the arcade version its props for having like nicer quality animations, and also the arcade version is the only way you get to play frickin' 4-player on this, whereas the SNES version is relegated to 2-player. Also funny how Mikey's headband's more yellow than orange. It was more yellow in sort of like the older TMNT show. It wasn't until like I think the 2003 show where it became more of a orange. Alright. don't know how to... I don't know what... Okay. Oh. I didn't get to finish putting in my name. Oh well. Oh. And that was it, folks. That is our time with Turtles in Time Dunsies. I don't really have any other ways of, like, extending this aside from, I don't know, maybe doing it. We're saving as Amma. Ask me anything, yeah. I guess we could... I think the original arcade version is just really short, but it's also, like... I think we've done enough beat-em-ups for tonight, I think. We basically floored through 2 in one night, and I think that is just about enough for us, I think. So I am going to call it a stream there, I do believe. I'll be back, as I previously posted on the schedule. I will be back on Wednesday for an art stream, because I've been meaning to do some art streaming again. Because those are always fun. And next Friday, we are starting our Ocarina of Time playthrough as a reward for hitting 75 followers. Let me just see quickly if there's anyone I can raid tonight. Let me see real quick. Do I want to raid anyone tonight? Let's have a look. You know what? I think I'm going to send you all over to Fruben. They're doing an art stream right now, so hopefully you stick around with them and have yourselves a lovely time. They're a lovely person, so I hope you enjoy hanging out with them. And as always, have yourselves a fantastic rest of your respective time zone. And take care, everyone. Bye-sies!